Hey everybody, it's Christina Holloway here. Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's talk about how to gain the respect of the people around you, but not just anyone. We're talking about getting in front of some powerful stakeholders, people who could recommend you for bigger projects or a promotion, or even be a mentor or an advocate for your career success. We're going to talk about 4 important leadership skills that you should strengthen if you want to get in front of heavy hitters and powerful stakeholders. Real quick, if you enjoy this content and want to learn more about how to make power moves in your career, make sure to follow my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video from me. All right, so let's get started. Number 1, professional excellence. Here's what I mean by that. Do a good job. Put in your best efforts. Beyond that, ask for feedback at the end of every project. This is a really good habit to start. I'd always ask to have a conversation at the end of big projects that I led related to lessons learned or teachable moments. This just means taking a review of everything that went well and then talking about areas that can be tightened up for next time. Of course, there will be opportunity to talk about things that went wrong. In that case, ask how you can move away from making the same mistake again. What resources would you need to address that issue next time? Would you need a longer timeline, additional help? Then make an effort to plan for it during your next project. Sometimes you get help, and sometimes resources are thin. What's important is that you start to have awareness of what self-improvement looks like, and you start documenting your progress. This helps higher-ups notice where you're making an effort and how you're trying to improve. Professional excellence isn't only about consistently delivering high-quality work, meeting deadlines, and exceeding expectations. It's also about illustrating growth and development. How committed are you to learning about the business and your role in its success? Number 2, master your expertise. This one is actually easy to do, but it can also be a trap. So there's a fine line you want to ride with developing your expertise. Here's why. There are 2 ways to be an expert. 1, you do your job so well that you can only be seen as an expert in that role. That's fine if you want to be a product expert or stay within your chosen area of expertise, accounting or engineering, for example. In that case, make sure to continuously develop your knowledge and skills. Stay up to date on the most current industry trends and make sure to acquire your continuing education and certifications to support your expertise. You'll do really well. 2, you want to be seen as an expert in your industry with opportunities for bigger responsibilities, including managing people. This is a management track. In this case, you want to develop your skills in that industry, marketing or operations, for example, and make sure you can illustrate how you're able to lead with that expertise. This is strategic thinking. Work towards the level that would give you the most job satisfaction, senior manager or even director, for example, and then go deep with industry knowledge from there. Know where you want to go first. Number 3, adaptability and flexibility. Adaptability and flexibility are really good skills to have, especially as you work your way up in the business. If you struggle with adaptability, meaning you really don't respond well to change, then you should work on this skill. If you spend too much time pushing back on changes, you could be seen as too rigid, controlling, or micromanaging when it comes to running big programs. Adaptability is one of the biggest tests for whether a person is really ready for more responsibilities and bigger leadership roles. On the other hand, you could also have the opposite problem. You could be so flexible and open to new ideas and suggestions that your fluidity looks like an inability to find direction. You're indecisive. Where are you taking us on this project? Well, gee, everything keeps changing, so I guess we're going to keep pivoting as we go. That's not helpful. If you're so flexible that you can't stay on target with your work, you'll come across as someone who's easy to influence and manipulate, and you don't want that. To find a happy medium, remind yourself of the original goal and use that statement as your North Star. This is the foundation that you're going to use to build upon. From there, decide on deliverables, where changes may need to be considered, and allow yourself to have flexibility inside those deliverables. In order to be respected here, you have to know what the business is trying to achieve and then use flexibility to guide you towards that bigger goal. Know where you're going. Don't forget, when things change that are beyond your control, make sure you respond in a professional and graceful way, especially if work is reassigned. Stay professional and open-minded and make sure to reconnect with these stakeholders for new opportunities. Number 4, show initiative. Yes, be creative. Come up with great ideas and start sharing them. But This is also about getting visibility with decision makers who are important for you to make an impression, especially if you're working on getting a promotion. You need to show initiative, but you also want these stakeholders to see you doing creative work. This is a big one. My clients often talk about doing excellent work and showing initiative on major projects only to find out that no one is singing their praises or those accomplishments are not really visible to the success of the project. If you want to be seen as someone who shows initiative, start by volunteering to lead new and innovative projects. This gets you in front of stakeholders immediately. Volunteer to write and submit a report that has your name on it. Suggest pulling together a study on how to maximize results and agree to present it to the skip-level leadership team. Showing initiative and stepping up with some innovative ideas is a great first step. The second half of this effort is to ensure that people beyond your boss are seeing your creative work output. This is important. You can't depend solely on your boss to always talk you up. You also need to take control by creating opportunities to get visibility as you demonstrate your willingness to take on challenges and go beyond your regular responsibilities. This is a two-pronged approach. Always. All right, so that's it for my video on how to gain respect at work with powerful stakeholders. If you've managed to successfully create a mutually respectful connection with higher-ups at your company, feel free to share your experiences below. I would love to hear about it. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you never miss another video from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.